Welcome to Edmonton Real Estate Today. We're here to help you care for your home and maximize the return on your investment. I am your host, LeRoy Warden, and RE/MAX Realtor.
And I'm Sheryl Stevens, a realtor with RE/MAX Real Estate as well.
Thank you for those who have submitted questions. And in this episode, we're going to get caught up with what's happening in the real estate market and answer a few more of our viewer questions.
And LeRoy, our first question comes from Jim and Kathy. And they asked, how much money do I need for a down payment when purchasing my first home?
Well, Jim and Kathy, you need 5% down of the purchase price to purchase your first home.
So, and how that relates is the average single family price in Edmonton is $447,000. So Jim and Kathy, you'd need roughly $22,000 saved up for your down payment. Now, if you're looking though for Sheryl Park, the average single family price in Sheryl Park is $466,000, and St. Alberta is actually $483,000. So in total, Jim and Kathy, depending on where you're purchasing, you're going to need roughly $22,000 to $24,000 to save up as that down payment. Now, if you're kind of looking at ways to save, part of that is, curbing the spending habit with our shopping, and that would definitely help with saving that down payment.
Sheryl, that reminds me of a joke. What did the duck say after it went shopping?
I don't know. What?
Put it on my bill.
Oh, LeRoy, you're going to have to work on those jokes.
Come on, that's a really good joke. Well, let's get back to business. For those of you who wanted to buy a condo, the average price of a condo in Edmonton is $221,000. In Sheryl Park, it's $302,000. And in St. Albert, it's $275,000. And you'll need 5% to purchase a condo as well. And for our next question is from Louise. And Louise asks, where would I get the biggest bang for my buck if I'm buying a home or a condo?
Well, Louise, you know what? If we're looking at the top three sort of best valued areas, in the third position, we're looking at Fort Saskatchewan. The average single family price is $434,000. Spruce Grove comes in second at $409,000. And you know what? Leduc is actually really affordable at $390,000 for the average single family house. Now, if we're looking at condos, the order shifts a little bit, and we're talking about Fort Saskatchewan at $316,000, Leduc at $217,000, and Spruce Grove is in the third position in this case at $205,000.
Yeah, and our viewers have to remember that if they're thinking about buying a property in Edmonton, although the average prices are lower in surrounding areas, there are some neighborhoods and community right within Edmonton that's below those average prices. So they should have a chat with their realtor.
Very good point, LeRoy. So LeRoy, our next question comes from Frank and Mary, and they're asking if they're actually looking to purchase in a seller's market, how does that affect them? Just means that there's a little bit less homes on the market, and you tend to have to actually make a decision a little quicker because things sell quickly. So for example, if we're talking about single family days on the market, they were actually down to 44 days. Condos are at 63, and duplexes are at 50.
So we've been in a seller's market for the month of June and July. And for the month of August, we've slipped into a balanced market. Inventory levels in Edmonton was about 5,600, and sales is approximately 1,200. And all that means for you as a home buyer out there, you can take a little bit more time to purchase a home compared to being in a seller's market.
Right, but again, keeping in mind, LeRoy, that depending on which community they're looking, there might be a higher demand in certain communities. So some people may still have to decide quickly because if inventory in that area is very low, those things are going to go quickly. I know I seen one just the other day in the area of Cumberland. A house sold in 2 days and it was completely off the market in 2 days. So we got to keep that in mind depending on community.
Absolutely, I agree. Well, those were some great questions. Again, if you guys have any other real estate questions, please submit it. Either send us an email or Leave it in the comments below.
Thanks for watching, and to see more future videos,
Hit the subscribe.
subscribe.